Hey everybody, it's Angela here from Fun and Forth, coming at you today to talk about how you can repurpose some resources that you've already purchased to our new digital learning format. So I know for myself, my current copyright states that you are not allowed to post any of my resources online without written permission from me. And I've had a couple of people reach out and ask me for some permission now that we've gone to this distance learning online, which I think is really great. And so it got me thinking about showing all of you how to do that. So basically what I'm saying is that piece in my copyright about posting things online, ignore it, sort of. So I don't want you posting my things online just easily accessible for anyone to find, but if you're posting things online for your kids to access from home through password protected sites, maybe through Google Classroom or FreshGrade or Seesaw or something similar, that is totally okay. And I know a lot of other sellers have said similar things. So definitely check with the other people if there's other resources out there you want to do this with. But for anything of mine, I'm going to show you a couple quick, really easy ways today to do that. All right, so I've got my resource, Motions of the Earth and Moon here. You can see that this is 125 pages long. This is not something that you would want to be sharing the whole file with your kids. So they don't need to be seeing every single lesson right away, and they certainly don't need to be seeing things like the lesson plan, and they don't need to be seeing samples, they don't need to be seeing answer keys. So here's one thing that you can do. So let's say I'm just starting this unit out and I am right here, I want my kids to have access to this article here. So it's 2 pages long. It's on pages 12 and 13 of this resource. And then maybe I want them to have access to this page too as a response. There is an answer key. We definitely don't want them seeing that. And there's another version here, but I think that for distance learning, keeping it simple and going with this one would probably be best. So we're looking at pages 12, 13, and 15. So right now, I'm on a Mac computer and I have this opened up in Adobe Acrobat. This trick is not going to work in Adobe Acrobat. So where you want to be opening it, I've got the folder with it right here, is if you right click and you go to open with preview. So when we open it with preview, we've got a different program here. This is the one where we can do this little trick. So we're going to go to File. We are going to go to Print. Now we aren't actually printing it, but down here it's got this little thing that says PDF and it's got a drop down. We want to go to Save as PDF. So when we save it as a PDF, it's going to ask us where we want to save it to and what we want to call it. If I was to hit save right now, there would be no changes to this document. You would open it back up, you'd get the exact same thing. So what you need to do is right here where it's asking you which pages you'd want to be printing, you want to click the From, and we want the article. So we want pages 12 to 13. And you'll see right away in the preview that it's changed things from 1 of 2, not 1 of 125 anymore. And it's showing just the 2 pages of the article. So now when we hit this drop down for PDF and we hit Save as PDF, maybe we call it How the Earth Moves article. And let's just save it to the desktop. Let's keep it easy. So we are going to hit Save. It does that super quick for us. And just got too many things open here. Why don't we go this way? So desktop, How the Earth Moves article is right there. And there you go, it's just the 2 pages. So that is one trick that you can use. And then you can take these 2 pages and upload them to whatever application that you're using, whether it's just as simple as through email, FreshGrade, Seesaw, Google Classroom, anything. And the kids have access to those 2 pages to read. Okay, so what about that one page that was just a response page for students? It was page 15 of the file. You'll notice I didn't save it in that PDF. That's because I want to make this actually saved a different way. I would like my students to be able to write on it on their computer, write on it digitally. I just don't know if all of my kids are going to have access to a printer, if that printer has ink. So I'm just going to keep it all digital. So you're going to go back to File, back to Print, and then down here in this drop down, save it as a PDF. We're going to have to kind of do two steps here. So I'm going to say response page is what, oops, forgot to change the page number, 15 to 15. So save as a PDF, response page, save. Okay, so we can close out of this, and here's the response page. Okay, so here's that response page. So again, we're going to right click, we're going to open it with Preview, and we're going to go to Export. And we'll export it as a JPEG. So it's still called response page, we're still saving it to desktop, now it's a JPEG. Unfortunately, it takes 2 steps, but now we can get it as a picture file. And that's really important for the final piece here. All right, last step. So now we're in Google Slides, and I'm just going to save this as how the Earth moves response. File, page setup, and we want custom. We're going to use inches, and we want to go 8.5 by 11 inches. That's the size of a regular size of paper. Now we're going to insert an image. We'll upload it from the computer, go to my desktop, and doing many things on my desktop. Response page, there it is. Okay, so open, and we put that in here. So now it is in here as a picture. And you can then take and put a little text box, and you can say to your kids, type here, kids. And so now they can type in there. This does ask for students to draw. So they can either take a picture of them, they've drawn something by paper, take a picture and then insert the image in the exact same way that we just uploaded this image. Or what you can have them do is just work with the shapes here. So they could be creating a circle shape for the Earth, and then the line could be its axis. So definitely it's going to work for kids to be able to respond with the resources just as they would in the classroom. They're going to have to learn a few more skills. There'll be a little bit of teaching that goes along with it, but I think that if you're using this over and over again, it's going to work. So I hope that that helped you have a new little trick so that you can repurpose the things that you already have so you don't have to rush out and buy a whole lot more to make this whole new digital learning work with you and your students. If there's anything that I can help you with at all, please send me an email. It's angela@funandforth.ca, and I would love to help you out more. Thanks so much. Bye!